Hello, hello, hello out there. Um, so I'm here, and I'd really like to give you a an update on Chainlink. But before I do, I'd like to tell you that this isn't financial advice, and I'm not your financial advisor, and this is just my opinion on the market. Okay, so let me go ahead and get started. Um, you know, I don't like to give too much. I don't like to give too much, what's the word I want to use? I don't want to talk back to my commenters very often, but I do kind of want to say one thing. I had a comment on one of my Chainlink videos I did a couple days ago, and it was the typical trollish comment like, "Oh, that didn't work out so well for you, ha ha ha." Okay, all right, so sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. But, I will say one thing. I've been pretty spot on about Chainlink. And, if you want to hate, then that's fine. That's up to you. But let me just kind of illustrate my last two videos. I said, "Hey guys, look down here. We've got some support. We're going to go up." And it was literally in this candle right here where I was making that video. I'm like, we got to find support here. And we did. And we went up. Okay, you're right. That totally didn't do what I thought it was going to do. Then yesterday, I made the video right around here. And I was like, gosh, you know what? We're consolidating here. I think we're going to go up. And I remember specifically saying, you should probably set your sell at $2.80 and you should buy around $2.55. Well, look at this. We topped out at $2.82 and we came down. And yes, we went down way further than $2.55. Okay, so yeah, I was wrong. We went down a lot further than I expected. But have you seen Bitcoin lately? If Bitcoin versus US dollar is going to die, guess what? Everything else is going to go right along with it unless you have extremely bullish reactions on the BTC trading pairs. Didn't have that. But look at this. Right now, we're sitting here at $2.57. So, not that I'm telling you to make trades, but even if you bought at $2.55, like I had mentioned in the video yesterday, I would easily be able to tell you right now, get out of that trade because we have invalidated the bullish scenario. We have invalidated the bullish scenario, at least the scenario that I was looking at. So I would make the non-advisory suggestion to sit out and wait, because right now we cut into both of these important zones, and yes, we kind of came back up, and right now we are still above where you would have reaccumulated. I would suggest getting out and just sitting, have a good night, have a good day, whatever time it is right now, because what just happened earlier today right here, this is, it's not really something that I would be comfortable sitting in for a long period of time. Not something that I would be comfortable sitting in and waiting, right? I wouldn't consider holding because of this. So let's just take a moment here and let's just see if we have any technical pivots behind this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to completely blow away everything that I've got here. I'm going to get rid of my trend-based Fibonacci extension. I'm going to get rid of my waves. I'm going to do away with all of this work that I had done over the last few days here. And I want to take a look at a few things. I'm going to keep this support and resistance levels here. I do want to keep that, but I'm going to move to a 4-hour time frame. Okay, so what is this? Could this have been a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in itself from right here? Could this have been a 1, 2, 3, 4 and get a truncation on this fifth right here? That is very possible, which would mean that we corrected back down here as, and this is actually pretty clear to see, this is an easy three-wave correction from up here. We've got a 1 and a 2 and a 3. So this is our area of invalidation. So if you are going to maintain this position, if you're going to maintain this position on that $2.55 buy, I'm going to make an assumption that you bought around there. If you're going to maintain this, then you're going to want to cut your losses at $2.37, or a closure, I would say an hourly closure below $2.50. So right here on this 4 hour, we closed above this trend line, which I said was oh so important, $2.50. So if this is the case, then there is some hope still for Chainlink. Now, if Bitcoin goes down to $7,200, I do have to say this because you're trading an altcoin that is heavily based and influenced on the price of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin happens to drop below 7,300, 7,200, and we start to see that landslide that everybody's expecting, that I'm not sure is going to happen. I did a video on Bitcoin earlier today, and you should probably go take a look at it. But if Bitcoin does happen to bounce here, then this is a decent correction on Chainlink. Okay. Again, if you were in the Discord, and I say this all the time too, I'd love to have you there if you're not there. We were consolidating here. I said, we're going to break above $2 and we're going to keep moving. We broke above $2 and we went up 50%, and then we corrected a decent amount. And now we went on another bullish impulse. We stopped at $2.82, 2 cents off from where I said, hey, you should probably sell at $2 and $2.80. Went to 282. All right. You guys are right. I was way wrong. Okay, we did correct more than I expected. Sure, I will admit I was wrong there, but we actually had a decent spring. Going back to an hourly time frame, I mean, that was a decent V-shaped bottom. That was a decent spring. That, in my opinion, was a good reaction. That was a good reaction. So what would I like to see here? Well, what I would love to see here is a little bit of consolidation and then a breakup. I'd love to see that. Yeah, Primal, I know. I'm being a little sassy, but I gotta be honest with you guys, that this is a potential decent correction if we had a truncated fifth, because we very well may have had a truncated fifth. So let's just look and see if there's any technicals beyond this. We went down into the golden zone, which is at 240 to 242. I think I said, I don't remember, so I'm not going to say, yeah, I said this, because I don't know if I did or not. But this is a good area right here for a bounce. This is a good bullish reaction off of a 618 golden zone. So, let's just see what we could potentially have here. I'm going to pull out a pitchfork just to kind of look and see what is potentially coming here. So let's take a look at this. Coming down here, and you know what, we actually already did come back and tag that median, so we've already fulfilled the pitchfork requirement for a 618 rejection. So we have this. Now let's take a look at it from the opposite direction. Are we going to keep going down? What was this rejection that we had on this, and where could we be going? So we had a front run of the 618. What I really want to see for Chainlink to continue to be bullish, I'd like for it to be above the 65 and then find a reaction off of that. So I'd like to see us go up above $2.66. Because right now, as we know, Bitcoin is not the most bullish asset right now, and we're talking about an asset that, again, is heavily reliant on the performance of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin performs poorly, Chainlink is going to perform poorly, unless Chainlink versus Bitcoin goes through the roof. Let's just take a look at it. What does Chainlink versus Bitcoin look like? On the hourly time frame, it doesn't look too bad. Let's take a look at the daily on Chainlink versus Bitcoin. Actually, I'm on the wrong pair here. Let's get the right one. All right, here we go. Perfect. So Chainlink versus Bitcoin does look pretty darn strong if you ask me. We are on the daily above the 21 exponential, and really we're about ready to create really a cup and handle just got created here. I know people don't like cup and handle, but some of our indicators that we need to pay attention here. Here's the top of this, and then we have the cup. I'll go ahead and create this cup for you. So we have the cup right here, and it did go pretty deep over here. I will acknowledge that this is not perfect. We did have a little bit of a pull down over there. But then what we had is we had our handle, and then we have our break up. And now if Chainlink versus Bitcoin can break above 35,000, and really, you know, I do this all the time, so I hope you guys are used to this, looking for a push up, and we're talking about closures, and we're on a daily time frame, so this is going to take days, right? For us to come back down here to 34 to 35,000, find support there and move up. Well, you know, if you're talking about a cup and handle, what you're going to be looking at is basically a 100% measured move outside of this. So if we take our fib retracement and we go up here and we go to right there, you know, a 50% move is at 44,612. Let's throw in the -1 on this, and let's do this, and then we're going to do a -1, see what this looks like. So we're going to be looking basically at 54,500 to 55,000. And the reason why I'm saying that this is a good contender for a cup and handle is because, let me get rid of some of the garbage that I've got here on the chart just to kind of point this out. You know, people love cup and handles. There is no doubt that people love cup and handles, but let me just tell you a little bit about why this one I think has a little bit of merit to it. Cup and handles, as the price is going down, right? So let me just throw this on here. So the price is moving down, and then once you get down here, what you're going to see is you're going to see people saying, "Oh, hey, look, there's a cup, and it's going to be creating a handle." Cup and handles don't tend to work very well in a downward market. Cup and handles work the best when they are in an upward market. When you're in an upward market, and then you start to see the cup forming, and then you're going to be looking for the handle, and then you're going to be looking for that continuation. Cup and handles are typically a continuation, and so therefore I'm saying that this, even though it is a little jagged down here, and when I say jagged, what I mean is this is more wedgy and not cuppy. I'm using really bad terms here, but it's creating more of a channel here than it is creating a cup here. But nonetheless, we came back up to this level, and we did create the wedge that we would expect for a handle, and then we pushed above it. So this is bullish on Chainlink. That's one of the reasons why I've been focusing a little bit on Chainlink. That, and you know, everybody seems to like it, and it was the most popular video that I've done, you know, in quite some time, a couple days ago. So versus Chainlink versus Bitcoin, you know, if it can pull up above that 35,000, come back and find it as support. So again, we're going to be looking for this. I would totally expect us to see more highs on Chainlink versus Bitcoin. I think there's a good possibility that it can do that. But nonetheless, as far as Chainlink versus the US dollar or Chainlink versus Tether goes, it is heavily reliant on Bitcoin making a recovery. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. I'll pull this back up. You know, going back to the daily time frame, you know, we are still in a bit of you know, of choppy action. We have a long way to go before we go back to $4.57. So, you know, take this with a grain of salt. That you know, you need to know when your stop losses are going to hit. Right now we're at $2.59, so it's even recovering even a little bit more. I do want to see us break above this level right here. This level is going to be pretty important. I'm seeing it right now that this is going to be our resistance, and you can take this all the way back to this level right here. So that's at $2.62. So I'd like to see us do some consolidation here, go back above it, and then finally continue up, and then find out what happens here at $2.72, which again was our previous resistance that we did break through. And maybe you can call it a trap, you can call it whatever you want, but it was a perfect sell signal. So again, if you'd like to join the Discord, we'd be more than happy to have you there. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But it's good to talk to everybody on the Discord. I know this is kind of a one-sided conversation that I'm having right here, and I don't mean it to sound crass or anything like that. But we just did have 3 dives here on Chainlink, so good chance we are going to move up. Keep your stop losses again about $2.50. And just let it ride, because I think that if Chainlink is going to be bullish, it's going to break above $2.80 on the next push. So I'll continue giving updates in the days to come. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions or anything on the Discord. Otherwise, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.